long-standing favorite among many aspiring MBAs across the world, an MBA in Finance has gained a lot of popularity recently following the global financial crisis. Hello and welcome. Today on the show we explore an MBA in Finance and Marketing as a lucrative career option.
An MBA in Finance is gaining popularity not just among Indian students but also globally. Propelled by a global demand for skilled financial analysts and businesses eyeing growth and expansion, the current job market for B school graduates has witnessed an upswing.
We must understand one thing, that the core of any business today is the capital, which should be employed gainfully, and secondly marketing. Unless and until you have these two elements right, no business in a globalized world can survive. So therefore, it all depends that how you are engaging your capital, firstly how you are sourcing your capital, because capital has become competitive and the capital flows from country to country depending upon what kind of business you are doing. So therefore, the management of capital is a very important element today for any business, any industry to succeed.
While an MBA in Finance is known to be an ideal fit for candidates having a background in commerce, graduates from diverse educational backgrounds like medical science, hospitality or computer science who have a knack for numbers and an analytical thinking can consider it.
For a successful career in finance, a student needs to have the right education but also the right skills, qualities and experience. A student of finance must have some analytical skills. Another important skill a student must have or must develop over time is an eye for detail and certainly the ability to remain updated with what is happening in the economy or what is happening in the financial markets. Successful finance professionals must also have good communication skills to share information with others in a clear, logical and accurate manner.
A typical MBA in Finance revolves around the study of financial modeling, global economics, insurance and financial theory, and depending upon the college and course requirements, a student can expect to work on research papers and projects at the institute.
It is important, or at least it's desirable for students to have some exposure to the real world, some amount of work experience when they come to an MBA classroom, because they're able to relate much better to what is being taught. This certainly helps in a much better understanding of the concepts. Not only that, I think industry involvement in curriculum development and getting practicing finance professionals to teach courses or to take sessions or workshops, it goes a long way in improving the kind of inputs that you're able to deliver in a finance course or an MBA course in general.
An MBA in Finance prepares students for a broad range of careers in the financial sector, from working as a financial analyst to a hedge fund manager or a corporate finance officer. Careers after an MBA in Finance are plenty and promising. While most of MBA Finance jobs involve a lot of number crunching, jobs like that of a financial analyst, for example, involve activities like conducting research and making recommendations for business and industry. While other key finance jobs include corporate tax management, accounts manager and corporate finance management among others. While an MBA in Finance is a popular study option among students, a master's program in finance or a certificate program like the Chartered Finance Analyst program, also known as CFA, are some other courses that are popular. Owing to its popularity among the global recruiters, an MBA Finance graduate manages to score better paying jobs and key business roles in diverse sectors. However, an MS Finance aspirant with a choice of specializing in not just finance but also in areas like computational finance and financial engineering enjoy an edge in securing hardcore financial jobs.
Most of our students will do a CFA along with the MBA, but I think an MBA is a more general kind of a qualification. It prepares you to move up the corporate ladder gradually, so you learn about all functional areas of management. So I think MBA is certainly one qualification, and depending on your aptitude, if you want to really step into the financial world and become a successful finance professional, then a CFA or a MS in Finance can be a second or an added qualification.
CFA, on the other hand, is usually taken up by working professionals seeking a career advancement in the financial sector or by students looking for job opportunities in the investment sector. Compared to an MBA Finance, a CFA may impart a sound technical grounding but will not necessarily impart key management skills that will help you navigate your way to top finance jobs. With Richa Sujatia, this is Sharon Alex, NDTV.
With a large number of businesses now shifting to online and digital marketing, an MBA in marketing today has become one of the most sought after qualifications among employers and students alike. Welcome back. Let's now explore how you can boost your corporate career with an MBA in marketing.
Digital marketing is the latest buzzword, and with the changing times, companies and brands no longer rely on traditional marketing methods. Cutthroat competition and trade becoming virtual are just some of the factors pushing marketing teams to function beyond the cliched roles of just attracting customers and ensuring increased sales.
Why marketing is important today? Because the market itself is changing very fast. And today you have the e-commerce, which is coming up in a big way. The consumer today is empowered through internet revolution. He has more information, he is more choosy, he is more brand conscious than he used to be 10 years ago. So therefore you have to satisfy that consumer. From our experience we find that while 20% to 25% go for finances, about 25 to 30% go for marketing. So marketing has an edge because recently all these e-commerce companies are coming up. So therefore it has a huge employment market, and therefore the intake is larger.
For students wanting to pursue an MBA in marketing in India, an accredited bachelor's degree with minimum passing score of 50% is a must. Depending on institutional criteria, previous work experience of at least 1 year may also be required. An MBA in marketing focuses on in-depth study of practical strategies and emerging technologies in the marketing field. The course structure, covering a wide range of topics like advertising and promotion, sales and distribution, and international marketing among many others, is dynamic and allows exposure to various marketing functions of a business.
Two aspects to it. One is from the economy side and the business side. So as the business is growing and there's a lot of demand for newer brands, and consumer spends are increasing and consumerism is increasing and awareness of brands is increasing. So there's a lot of demand and the market can take much more. There's a lot of growth, like particularly now there's the e-commerce culture, there's a startup culture which is happening, and you're seeing a lot of growth of new kinds of services and products which are coming in. Therefore they need marketing managers to be able to build on. From the student side, if you look at it, marketing manager presents a very interesting challenge, and it's a very unique opportunity for them to create something and actually see it out in the marketplace and build on it. So it's a combination of art and science, and that whole experience of actually seeing something you worked on hit the market and become successful. I think for most students that's the challenge, and that's what makes it interesting.
Owing its popularity to numerous career opportunities it has to offer, an MBA in marketing opens doors to exciting careers in sectors like FMCG, media and broadcast, and hospitality and tourism, among many others.
So you could go in sales profile, you could go in brand management profiles, market research profiles, communication profiles, and consumer insighting, or even, like I mentioned earlier, analytics profile. What has changed in the last few years is that the aspects you need to look at to deliver on your job now has become more complex, and at the same time also a lot of more options have opened up for marketers. So the digital technology has enabled marketers with very powerful tools which they can leverage both to get consumer insight as well as to communicate. So some organizations have in fact created separate positions for digital marketing officers. Some have included it in the role of brand managers or the communication managers.
While many Indian students pursuing a dual MBA prefer studying a combination of marketing and finance, other popular course combinations along with a marketing major include human resource management, operations management, or supply chain management and logistics. With Richa Sujatia, Abhishek Singh for NDTV.
All of us know that finance has more to do with number crunching and data analysis, while marketing, on the other hand, is a more dynamic topic. But to get the real experience of what it is like to really study these subjects, we are here at IIFT and a group of students with us who will share their experiences with us. So much of playing around with numbers in finance, so much of serious work happening there. Do you think that it's really an ideal course for someone who is great at numbers, or anybody, a normal student can pursue an MBA in finance?
Hi, I am Arun. So I would start with myself. I didn't have a finance background before entering IIFT. I had an operations background. So I won't say that anyone who's not great with numbers can't do well in finance. In fact, I guess it's more to do with your interest in the subject and how well you are able to connect with the concepts. Because you see, at the end of the day, every organization's motive is to generate profit for the shareholders. So I guess it's sort of a core business purpose. So I guess anyone who has an interest in understanding how things works, how numbers work, and overall have an overall aptitude for understanding the broader perspective, I guess they can do well in finance.
So many startups and big companies looking forward to employing finance graduates. What do you think are the top profiles that these companies offer to students when they come for placements?
I am Piyush. So, as you rightly said, because of the developing startup ecosystem, you definitely have the roles that were the purview of large organizations in the form of corporate finance or in the form of raising funds, which are opening up in startups. Apart from that, there is an entire ecosystem of venture capital funds, which is opening up, where a lot of the job involves also relationship management, and then you also have private equity funds which are operating in India.
A lot of people, have this cliched belief that sales and marketing are the same. When you start up a career in marketing, it's all about sales. Is it really like that? Or with the advent of digital marketing, has there some new sort of opportunities come up for the students?
Hi, I'm Samarth. Yeah, you rightly said that people do believe that first you have to do sales and then you can move into marketing. But that is not a tradition. You do sales because you understand how the market works in sales. But yes, as you rightly said, in digital marketing, people directly get to work as campaign managers in profiles like Google. They do get to work with, say, campaigns wherein people do invest in. They'd like to know about the careers they could pursue in research methodology. So it is not actually always sales and then marketing, but people prefer it because it helps you in a long-term career.
So to wrap up the chat, can you just quickly suggest, give us some piece of advice that when somebody wants to choose a specialization, how should they go about it?
To say that, I would say that when one tries to go for MBA, choosing the domain, you don't really get to know what each domain offers before you come to a B school. So doing a bit of research as to in which industry you fit in exactly and which domain is good for you, like for example me, I'm a very creative person, so that is why marketing would offer me better choices to expand my creativity and utilize it in a better way.
So evaluation of the personal skill set is what you're basically suggesting. Yeah. Well, thank you so much all of you for being on the show with us. So that's all we have on today's show. Catch up with us once again tomorrow as we explore another brand new career.
Catch the heads up episodes you might have missed during the week at these times only on NDTV Prime.